Did the review on Duke issue 1. Now I've read Duke issue 2, and I will say I am still enjoying the Duke series. The first one was kind of just people trying to say he's a little bit out of his mind. He was saying that he saw a flying jet turn into a giant robot, and people just not going to believe him, which is that supposedly was Starscream, which we know that Starscream is in the most recent Transformer series, which is I am still reading, by the way. We have also, I need to look at my books because I'm thinking for some reason I did not finish Void Rivals because they're already talking about issue 9. I'm like, dude, how the hell is there issue 9? I could have sworn it stopped at 6. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Um, but all of it's together. Skybound, Void Rivals, Duke, Cobra Commander. Let me look at this G.I. Joe. I don't think G.I. Joe is quite... No. The G.I. Joe series has nothing to do with this. The only thing that has to do with this is the Duke, Cobra Commander, and the new Transformers. Now I'm hoping they can make a Megatron standalone. I mean, they can keep going. Void Rivals is all of it. I enjoyed Void Rivals, but I'm enjoying this. They're still painting this picture as he's this crazy man. He's looking a bit rough, as you can see. He has a full beard, longer hair, not the typical Duke that you know. So this is probably like the aftermath of what he went through with the military and the GI Joe. There's also little bits of cameos of Destro. So they're throwing out that there's really no Cobra Commander or nothing like that. But I'm assuming since you made a standalone for both, they'll collide at some point. So I really enjoyed Duke. Duke is Dylan. He met up with a old friend of his. They're being ambushed by his group, but they want to make sure he's detained or contained. Contained. I'm gonna say detained. Contained because they don't want him to continue the path that he's coming from, but they want to have full eyes on him. So they came for him while he was trying to get some information about this device that he found, but they still think he's crazy for seeing a giant robot. And so at some point in these comics, I'm assuming that they're going to make a full out book with G.I. Joe, Transformers, Cobra Commander, basically I don't know how far they're going to go as far as G.I. Joe, but I think Duke and Cobra Commander and Megatron and even Void Rivals, somehow I think they're going to collide these. At some point, they're going to collide these together. I don't know how they're going to do it, especially with Void Rivals, because Void Rivals is in a whole other planet. They're being in a whole other planet, so I don't know how they're going to collide, but somehow they're going to collide. I don't know if they're going to come to Earth. I have no idea. I don't know. Maybe they're going to be teaming up with the Transformers since they saw Jetfire. They say that another Transformer is going to show up in the upcoming Void Rivals. But I like how they're painting this picture to come up with a collage. And I think at some point, I will read probably more deeper into it. And I think at some point they're going to make sure they have one book series where everybody's in one. Obviously, the G.I. Joes will probably team up with Transformers. Cobra Commando will team up with Megatron and Starscream. Void Rivals would be kind of caught in the middle. Don't know what the hell's going on, but I'm assuming they would be more. I can't even remember what they're called. The Void Rivals, there's two different species. I'd have to look at them. They're humanoids, obviously, but there's a name for them. There's also the other characters, the merchants, the bounties that are in Void Rivals as well. They was in the past Transformer cartoons. So yeah, I'm enjoying so far what Duke and Cobra Commander and Transformers and Skybound is doing. I do think Transformers could be a little bit better. And I do think there is bits and pieces of a Rush book in a little bit of all of them. Maybe not Cobra Commander quite yet, but I can see a Duke as well. So But yeah, these are the books I read in the past week. Cobra Commander, Duke. I read two Dukes. I already did a review on that. Cruella DeVille, kind of threw that in there. And my books are still coming late, as I complained about in the past, as far as how I order them. I think I may have time to start going to the comic book store again. But I got 3 new books I'm going to read in the next, probably today. I'll probably just start reading them today. There's one interesting one I'm going to do a review of for sure because of the creator of the book. So, yeah. So, there you go. My reviews. I will see y'all on the next one.